Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kyra, and here on my channel we are all about real makeup for real life and real people. Today's video was highly requested by you guys, and I'm thrilled that you are interested, and that is all about my journey in beauty on YouTube so far. If you are new here, I did finally hit 1,000 subscribers recently, and that is a huge milestone for a lot of creators. It's sort of that first big milestone where you can apply to be monetized on YouTube, you get your community tab, and other things like that. So I asked you guys if you wanted to hear about my journey in beauty so far and some of my feelings on hitting 1,000 subscribers, and the answer was a resounding yes. So in the very beginning, I started my YouTube channel on my birthday, which is January 7th of 2018, so a little over 3 years ago. And I had some expectations starting off, and first of all, I didn't ever think it would take me 3 years to meet the milestone of 1,000 subscribers, and I'll get more into that later. But I thought that I would absolutely, within the first year of YouTube, have 1,000 subscribers, get monetized, all of those things. And the other thing in terms of expectations when I started my channel was just how much time is involved in creating YouTube videos. It's not really just about turning on the camera, talking, applying makeup, things like that. It is that, and it's my favorite part of YouTube. But there's also a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that is time consuming as well, in terms of preparing your videos. If you're like me, you write notes out, so if you do see me looking down, that's why. I didn't want to forget anything. As well as, you know, maybe preparing the makeup you're going to apply the next day, swatching things out, looking for the perfect products for a video, pulling those products for a video where you might just be talking about makeup. And then there's the aftermath of filming, which is uploading your content to wherever you're going to edit it, actually editing the content, which for me takes several hours depending on the type of video that I'm editing. Then you have to export it from your device, upload it to YouTube, and then there's the description box and the thumbnail and the tags and other things like that. So I estimate, all in all, each video that I film takes a minimum, a very low minimum of 4 to 6 hours for me to produce one video. And I've always had a minimum 3 videos a week, sometimes up to 4 or 5. So that's a lot of time just involved in producing the product after you actually film it. And then what I thought I would personally gain from doing YouTube was, number one, to advance my skills. And I definitely feel like I have done that over the last 3 years. I don't just create content, I consume content. And one of my favorite types of content to consume is tutorials by other people who are more qualified to do makeup than I am. So I definitely have advanced my skills. But I also thought I might eventually come to get some income from YouTube within that first year, and of course that did not happen. So next I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about the things that I feel like prevented me from reaching 1,000 subscribers sooner. And that is just being myself. And I don't mean being myself on camera, because I am myself on camera. I can't be anything else personally, but I mean, like, in terms of the type of content I was producing, the makeup I would purchase, the makeup application. I definitely tried those big white triangles. It was not for me. But I tried all of that stuff, and I thought, surely if this other person is being successful in creating this kind of content, then it might be beneficial to myself or to the growth of my channel to produce similar content. it didn't work for me. Why? My heart was not in that kind of content. And I really needed to niche down, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But that was the first thing I really felt like kind of prevented me from getting where I was going sooner, was just not finding out what exactly I wanted to do on YouTube and sticking to that, focusing on that. And then the other thing along that vein is trying to keep up with new releases, purchasing new releases, reviewing new releases. I love reviewing makeup, but it took me a long time to figure out that I don't have to review brand new makeup. Sometimes I do if it's something that I would have purchased for my personal self anyways, but I rarely anymore pick up all the new releases and get those reviews out, because guess what? Unless you have 100,000 subscribers and you're getting that PR from brands where you get the product before they're launched, or you get the product and you're able to put your review up on launch day, that's not my reality. And therefore, I'm never going to, quote, beat out or get my review up faster than those people who are receiving new products in PR. And for me, while buying makeup is not a financial burden to me, it just isn't realistic to try and keep up with those new releases. And to be frank, I don't want to. The longer I've been on YouTube, the more I understand exactly what I'm into, and that's what I'm interested in purchasing, not anything else just because it's new. And then I kind of briefly touched on this, but the other main thing that I think really held me back from growth over the last couple of years was just sort of a wishy-washy focus. I've tried out, series on my channel that just didn't work after a couple of months or weeks or what have you of trying out a different series on my channel. If the interest is low and it's something that I'm not super passionate about, I just kind of let it go. And I think, that prevents some people from wanting to watch content because they want to know what to expect. And I'm that way myself when watching certain people. I love knowing that Taylor Wynn's going to put up Foundation Friday, or that Sabrina is going to do Frugal Friday videos, or some people do a full month of nothing new, and you can expect that every couple of months. These are just examples of people who really know what they want to do and do it, and because people can expect that and look forward to it, then it really generates interest in the channel and in the content. So that's where I'm talking about needing to niche down. I'm not just a beauty channel, and it's taken me years to figure out exactly what my niche is. But if you've been around recently, you'll know that my niche is really everyday makeup for everyday life and regular people like us. It's in my intro, and that's really what it is. And if I had only listened to what my subscribers were saying and what other YouTubers were saying about me or to me, I would have found that niche a lot sooner. Because what I hear from people is that they like, or you guys like, that I make things simple, or that I can make color simple, or I can make things wearable. My type of makeup aesthetic has always been very diffused and, soft and feminine. I definitely went through a phase with color, and it wasn't just a phase. I do love wearing color, but I love making color wearable. And I think that that is something that has really caught interest within my channel and within my content. And having that focus of everyday makeup for everyday life, whether it means making color accessible, whether it means teaching skills on blending, or whatever the case, I feel like I finally found where I'm supposed to be. And that's kind of where everything comes together. I'm finally creating unique content that is unique to myself, to YouTube, and things like that. So my journey in 2020, I feel like I finally found a focus. And first of all is art. I do paint as well as create other forms of art, admittedly less since starting to do YouTube for the last couple of years. But that's something that's always been a part of me. My mom was an artist. My siblings are both very artistic as well. So bringing art in my mind, my eye for color, things like that has really helped me to bring focus to my channel. It helps me to make things more simplistic for you guys and for myself for that matter. And I think that's where I really shine, is making things simple. And I do believe things are simple. And I think that there needs to be some simplification here in BeautyTube land, right? And then the other thing that I think has sort of been lurking in the shadows all along in my journey here on YouTube is teaching. I enjoy teaching. I don't enjoy teaching children, admittedly, but I've always enjoyed teaching. I've always wanted to teach. And this is finally something that I can teach. I can't teach everything, but what I can teach is what I've learned on my journey so far. And whether that's about makeup or just what it's like to be immersed in this world of BeautyTube, as I like to call it. I think some of us creators actually forget sometimes that people that are watching our videos aren't necessarily as immersed in the beauty world as we are. I mean, I think a lot of us, and if you're really good at what you do, you're immersed in this world. You're looking for what's new. You're looking for new techniques. You're looking for what's trending, and you're looking what's going to catch interest from your audience. And so that's just a really different world than what most people live in. And I think that's part of that everyday aspect that I'm putting out the vibes of here on my channel, and that is so many people come watch videos, apply their makeup, and then don't think about makeup for the rest of their day. And for me, I haven't had a day like that since I started YouTube, to be honest. So I just think it's really interesting. I think I have a lot to offer in that way, and absolutely would love to share more with you guys if you want to know more about what it's like to actually be a YouTuber, whether that's behind the scenes editing type stuff or whether it's just what it's like. I mean, to add to everything that it takes to create a video, there's social media to keep up with, to promote yourself, to promote your content, to share additional content. And then there's things like taking selfies every day, which is definitely a learned skill that I'm still trying to master. But, I mean, there's just a lot to it going on behind the scenes. Not to mention testing makeup, being organized about that, trying new things, but trying them and forming thoughts and opinions. For example, if you're trying a new powder, you're going to want to try that powder over multiple different kinds of foundations before you weigh in and give your final thoughts. You're probably going to want to test it over a foundation that you know really well. Like, for example, me and my beloved Missha BB cream. Whenever I'm trying a new complexion product like that, I like to pair it with things that I know really well. So there's just a lot that goes into YouTube behind the scenes that most people really don't think about, know about, or maybe even care. And that's okay too. So finally, we come around to real makeup for real life and real people. And, it's thanks to you all. Like I said, it's thanks to you guys. It's thanks to my fellow creators that I try to get feedback from, that I finally found that niche and that my focus was born here on YouTube with real makeup for real life and real people. And I hope you guys don't ever take it the wrong way when I say real people, because I don't mean that the other people are fake people or anything like that. I'm saying it's for the everyday person, the person that likes to watch the occasional YouTube video or learn something about makeup on YouTube. But again, like I said, the rest of their day is not makeup related. So that's what I mean when I talk about real people. I'm talking about people who are not immersed in the beauty community and, haven't experienced what that's like to work with other creators and things like that. So the result is I finally feel like I have stepped into and feel comfortable in my YouTube skin, so to speak. I finally feel like I'm doing me. I'm using my skills and doing things the way I like and the way that works best for me. I know so many people that just, you know, slather on concealer or whatever, and I have no judgment on that. I think everybody should do their makeup the way they like to do it. You know, us YouTubers here, we're just here to help or to offer a service, whether that be reviewing, tutorials, etc. But you should definitely always do your makeup the way you want to do it, and I am in that place now. And then I'm also finally comfortable with my content and finding a balance between what I want to film and what you guys want to see. There's, like I said, series on my channel that have died a quick death in the past, and partially because I just did what I wanted to do without a thought of how this would benefit you guys in some way. And that's a question that I try to ask myself before every video. How is the content I'm about to create going to benefit you? Or how do I need to present the information in a way that will benefit you guys, in a way that you will have some sort of takeaway from the videos that I put out? And does that fall in line with my niching down to real makeup, real life, real people? So I really feel comfortable about that now, and I try to listen to you guys. I'm always open, always open for suggestions, and I hope you will keep those coming, because I definitely want to create content that you guys want to see, but I also want to stay true to myself and create content that I enjoy creating. And finding a balance there has been a trick, but I'm getting there. And then I also feel pretty confident about my future here on YouTube, in terms of my content, in terms of things that I want to keep doing on my channel, or things that I think I need to let go of on my channel. I definitely cleaned out my playlist on my computer yesterday and just kind of putting away older videos in certain categories, eliminating playlists that only had a couple because it was a series, like I said, that kind of died a quick death. So there's that. That is all the notes I have. But I do want to talk briefly about hitting 1,000 subscribers and what that feels like. First of all, I have to say thank you to my girl Paula over at A Beauty Guru made me do it. I will link her down below in case by some chance you're not already watching her content. She's a fabulous project planner, but we also did a when in doubt dupe it out video together, and it was on the ColourPop Wine and Only palette, and it was a really fun collaboration. And I'm trying not to get emotional because I promised myself I wouldn't. I'm wearing the Thrive liquid lash extensions, and if I cry, my lashes will stick together. I'm just saying. So, but in large part, that final boost to 1,000 subscribers just came from a nice, quick explanation about me, who I am, what my channel looks like, and just encouragement to come and check me out. And I did gain quite a few subscribers from that. And I'm just so glad for any of you that are here from Paula's channel or any of my other fellow creators' channels that might have recommended me to you. And I also want to just say thank you. Thank you to you guys, to everyone who has subscribed to my channel, watched my videos, liked the video, left a comment, because that really does help us out here on YouTube. 1,000 subscribers is definitely a huge milestone, but it's nothing without you guys. I get up and I do this almost every single day for you guys, and also for what it brings to me, which, if you want to hear more about that in another video, let me know what I feel like YouTube has brought to me more on a very personal, emotional level. You know, I shared recently in my Get Ready With Me and Makeup Pep Talk video that I struggle with my weight, and I've struggled with depression and things like that. And YouTube, and you guys specifically, has been a huge part of healing in that way, and motivation in that way, support, and I just couldn't be more thrilled. But I also want to say, and I can't remember who made the point to me, might have been Angela. She's a great part of my journey as well. If you haven't checked out her new channel, it is Beauty and Life with Angela, and I'll link her down below. She's been a huge support to me over the last few years in terms of YouTube, and I hope that she feels the same way. But somebody had made the point to me that if I had hit that 1,000 subscriber milestone sooner, I might not be as experienced and know as much about doing the YouTube thing as I do today. I think sometimes when we meet those milestones, it's like, whew, now I can let off the gas kind of thing. But that's not really the case when it comes to YouTube. I think with anything that you're going to do and anything that you want to do well, you need to keep growing. And I feel like I'm doing that. So I'm really pleased about that. And I think the point is right. I think had I reached 1,000 subscribers in that first year, I might have struggled a lot more than I have over the last 3 years in terms of finding my niche, in terms of doing content I want to do, in terms of, you know, not being tempted by that keeping up with the Joneses kind of, you know, new release cycle. And I think that's so true. I am very glad that I, you know, met that milestone when I did, because I'm in a really good place in my life right now. I have the time. I'm at the right place with my children in terms of them being gone during the day, so I can do my work during the day and be present with my family in the evening. You know, it's been a wild ride. I mean, I guess I don't know what else to say other than I'm just so thankful to you guys. I'm thankful to my family. I'm thankful to my friends who have supported me. Jess, you're definitely a huge support to me. That's my bestie. And even though there were times where I thought I would never get here, and there were times, I just do it because I want to. One of the most exciting parts about hitting 1,000 subscribers, besides the fact of just how genuinely happy all of you were for me, was actually getting my community tab, which, in case you don't know, I can now post things on YouTube and it will show up in your home feed in case I need to like leave a message about a missed upload, which I think I've only missed one upload in 3 years. Because that's who I am. But also I can do polls over there. I can gauge your interest on ideas that I might have. And because I know a lot of you that are on here and loyal subscribers don't have Instagram and can't communicate with me over there, I was really excited to get the community tab and, you know, make that a thing. So, you know, I hope you'll check that regularly. I'm hoping to post over there regularly as well. And, you know, thank you. Thank you guys for your support, for your love, for your friendship. I've made so many friends here on YouTube, and not just creators. Like, I would consider a really good handful of my subscribers to actually be friends, people that I communicate regularly with, whether by text or DM or what have you. So, you know, YouTube and this experience over the last 3 years has done nothing but enrich my life. I don't feel like it ever took away from my life at any point. I think it got me through some really hard times over the last 3 years. And I think there was times where I was going through such a hard time that YouTube was what kept me going. So that includes you guys. And before I ruin my makeup, I just want to say thank you again. If you have any questions or requests, as always, you can leave those down below in the comments section. I love hearing from you guys. I'm always happy to answer questions and or take requests. And with all of that said, thank you guys thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys, and I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful makeup days, even if you ruin them by crying. And I'll see you in my next video real soon.